Hi everyone and welcome to She Rides, the podcast where women cycling takes the lead. I'm Saar and I'm your host for today, as we're gonna talk about all the latest news. Let's get started. Ready? Hi everyone and welcome to episode 76 of She Rides. Kristof is here with me as well. But we normally had a guest episode planned, but there was a bit of a miscommunication which caused it not to happen. So that's why the intro is a bit strange, maybe. But enough happening in the world of women's cycling. So we're gonna talk about mainly about the upcoming Giro, which should become a good one, and then we also wrap up all the latest action in Spain, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Enjoy. Alrighty, let's for now just preview the second Grand Tour of the year, which is the Giro Women. It has had quite some different names, but as of right now, it's Giro Women. I guess it's the second year already, so we should be fine
Yes.
with that. I guess we have some nice stages, but we also have like a provisional start list, so maybe it's cool to highlight those. I guess we just start with like the first team that I have here with me. It's not. I only think we have like two teams with their roster confirmed, but AG is not one of them. But we have the big an awesome comeback of the one and only Sarah Gigante. Like, for everyone who's been listening to the last few weeks, I was a bit like, where is Sarah? I'm desperate for now. The climbing is here. I want to see her back in the bunch, and now she is. So that's good. She also has some climbing for her to come in this Giro. So super excited about that. I guess she is as well because after the tour she didn't race anymore. With another injury, so will be super exciting to see Sarah 4.0 in action.
Are we already at 4.0?
Yeah, we did.
I lost count.
We discussed it the last time I had her on the podcast just after her injury. She was like, okay, now we just work on it and we make sure I return as Sarah 4.0. And the years before, she's showed that after every injury, she came back upgraded. So let's see how that turns out. But the team brings, yeah, for sure, like climbing strength with Lore de Schepper, Justine Jacquire, Julie van der Velde, and Urska Ziegert. So the moment it starts going uphill, they do really have a team there. And they also have Gladys Verhulst and Ilse Pluimers who can, yeah, domestique or go for a result in the more flattish stages. But overall, I think a very strong team. And for sure, I think when the road goes up, we will definitely see AG in front or first in the back and then getting on the front with, yeah, the iconic trio, I would say, Julie van der Velde, Justine Jacquire, and Sarah Gigante. So looking forward to that. Then, we do have some Conti teams as well, which is overall something I think that is good to see, that we not only give the World Tour and Pro Tour teams the chance. So that's it's RCS did it again like they did before, like under the radar, but like they still got them there, which is good work by them.
Yeah.
Then Canyon SRAM, also not confirmed, but Niamh is on the start list, just as for the climbing. Niedermayer, we saw in Itzulia, she was climbing
Itzulia,
well.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it's also aiming for great results this Giro. They also have Consoni, who can go for the sprints. She has Maaike van der Den, who can support her there. And then some other teammates. So also a team that we could see in the front. I guess it's only the question how Niamh is gonna be. Like Vuelta was not that great, so it's just a question if the Giro is something she's speaking for, or it really is that focus on the Tour de France, which she has said before. But we'll need to see how that turns out, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you expect of Niamh? Do you expect her to be with the best, or is it just a big question mark?
For me, it's a big question mark, but they have a good backup with Antonia Niedermayer, which
Mhm.
she showed in
Yeah.
Itzulia.
Yeah.
I mean, if she only starts to race a little bit smarter, of course, when the road goes uphill.
But maybe
But
yeah.
if she works for Nivea Doma, that's perfect. I mean, you
Yeah.
couldn't ask for more. But if she wants to go her own chance when Nivea Doma is like off or something is off with her, be smarter.
Yeah, but I feel like she won't be the best climber, so I feel like she
Mm,
will more likely need to follow. So I feel like tactically you can't really mess up that much in that position.
no,
Um,
that's true.
and it was just her desire to win, but yeah, in the end, the so-called non-climbers were just a bit more climber than expected. I think we also saw that in Burgos with Misha's monster climb. Crazy what she's been on to lately. Then for EF, we have our world champion, Valieres. Exciting to see. Hopefully, it would be nice if we could see her get her first win in a rainbow jersey. She's one to race very attractively, not seeing for like the big mountain stages, but like those in betweens would be nice if she can get away. And yeah, always good. They also have Faulkner. She did the Vuelta in support, so now it's the question if she's gonna take that support role upon her again, or some other righties. They have some faster women as well, and they still have a former high tech. I will not call the previous sponsor with them. So yeah, probably you're looking forward to see how she's going as well. Um,
hmm Yeah, interesting team. If you want to go for stage wins,
yeah.
might be yeah. That there are options,
Look
like you
out for
said, with it. For
Chabaton as well. She's like, oh yeah,
yeah, yeah,
she's doing very well, and I
yeah,
am, and I think Kristof is as well, manifesting at least one breakaway win. So yeah, could
yeah.
be like a good
Please.
a good team for that. They showed it in the Vuelta. Like if they are onto something, they have the right energy, they suddenly can win quite a lot. So yeah, EF is like most of the time like this wild card team where you're like, what to expect, and then they just come in, and then it's like, this is what you should have expected. So
hmm
nice team to keep an eye on, but still you forget, and then they're there in the front, and you're like, all right, here they are.
Yeah. It's a team to watch out. I mean, probably not GC,
No,
or maybe a top 10 with
yeah.
if everything goes well with Valieres, maybe. But I don't think that's the biggest ambition for EF. I think they have a free roll, I think, in this
Mhm.
Giro. Nice parcours for them, lots of options. With Valieres, with Nina Berton, with Kristen Faulkner, you never know what she's gonna do. With Stina Kajevi, yeah. So I mean, we're counting on them to make it fun in the possible breakaway stages.
Yeah. And then one team that definitely does not go under the radar is FDG United Suez. They bring Vollering. They're not like, it's not like their Tour de France fam team where they bring Bertin and Music, but it's still like when you look at it, it's like, oh, this
You
is
have yeah,
unfair.
and then
Uh,
Eva van Acht is announced as well, so you
yeah,
should not underestimate
no,
Eva van Acht in a domestique role in a Grand Tour.
yeah,
She has an
exactly.
engine.
And they have Chabad, Dixon, who's been on great form. Guazzini is there, Kraak, and Wollaston for the sprints. So yeah, again, like, it's crazy to say about this team. Like, this isn't even in the mountains their strongest team they could like put out there. So yeah, that says enough about the strength of their team. So will definitely be
hmm
one to constantly be up there. So yeah,
Yeah, they will be playing on all fronts, like
yeah,
GC, stage wins, sprints with Ali Wollaston, points jersey, com jersey. I mean, they, they can
yeah.
go all in basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty of options.
But maybe it's good when you know that Wiebes is at the start that you have like different options apart from the sprint, which isn't really the case for Phoenix Premier Tech. They are bringing, as it looks like, quite the lead out train for Charlotte Cole. Of course, they will be aiming for, I guess, the pink jersey in the beginning, which is for sprinters definitely a big possibility, but the odds do shift a bit when Lorena Wiebes is at the start. But yeah, it will definitely not be about Charlotte Kool's sprint train, I guess. She's bringing De Zoete, Cousins, Kuipers, Perkins, Schweinberger, and Truijns, so she definitely has the support there. Yeah, but in the end, it's yeah gonna come to the legs and how fast they are. Um, so yeah,
And a bit of luck to win the pink jersey, let's be honest. Even for Cole, she needs a bit of luck and a
yeah.
very, very, very good day. Yeah, but fingers crossed. Come on, there's always a hope.
Yeah, it's always like, okay, I mean, like, let's be realistic. The chance that Lorena takes it is quite big, and like she works for it, so that's fine, I guess. But like, would be nice to like have one sprinter stage where she doesn't take it, and maybe like the Maglia Rosa the first day would be nice to see like another sprinter in the, and from there on she can win the day after and she can take it as well. But would be nice if we could see like another sprinter like taking it. Always for the underdog in the sprints, but yeah, it's not easy for them. um,
No.
Human Powered Health is bringing a mix of climbers and sprint. They have two guests as well of our podcast with Barbara Malcotti, who has done a good few last stages of the Vuelta. NGC in the end. They also bring Maggie Coles-Lister, who we will probably not see in the mountains, but when it's flat and it's a sprint, you never know. Just proved that today with a second place after Charlotte Kool in Mazda-Schalkes. They also are bringing Nina Buisman, Talita de Jong, Marta Jakulska, Marit Rijmakers, and Lily Williams. So it's also a good team for if we see some late attacks or breakaways. They Jakulska was involved in one in the Vuelta as well. The one with spread. Can't recall which stage, but she definitely was in there. But so they have like a nice mix of we can do something in the sprint stages, we can also do something in the mountains and like the in betweens. Let's go for that as well. So that's
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
I
True.
Laboral. I don't know. Do you?
Just a little
Yeah.
just a little did you know for Iselmont team Saar, just to mention for
Yeah.
a shout out to the youth. We have Chantal Pigolo at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what she can do, because last year she was like third in the Euro Championships with the juniors, second in the World Championships.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
let's see. I mean, not that she's gonna play a
Yeah.
major
Yeah.
role in this
Of
Giro,
course.
but it's nice to see this talent at the start.
Okay.
Let's see what she can do in a Grand Tour, just to
Mm-hmm.
make Iselmont, the Conti team, a little bit more upgraded in our podcast.
Yeah.
Just to mention that name. This youngster, take watch out for her.
Okay. Nice. 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 Now I was just asking for Laboral, or do you like see the vision there?
With what's currently announced on Pro Cycling Stats, because yeah, a lot can still change this week,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know what the plan what the plan is. Is this like I scrambled 7 riders, but we have no clue? It's like it's I don't know. What Tyrell Jurgensen, former high tech product, haha, uh, is oh sorry, um,
Okay, that was acceptable. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. This is always interesting for a possible breakaway. That's
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, no Ostolaza. I don't know what. Currently, we need to get this selection confirmed. But currently, I
Yeah.
follow you, Saar. It's like, what
But
are we
there,
doing
there
here?
are all riders who can definitely ride their bike, and then there are a few who
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do good sprints, and then you have a few you're like, oh, okay, if they like get themselves into a break, they can get quite far. But yeah, but I feel like it's also the thing, like if you're a pro Conti team, the budgets aren't so high. Then you have like a few
true.
super good riders, and I think when also Lassa is there, like the team on itself, like get that huge motivation and like a clear purpose. But yeah, it's not that they have the budget to just go
No,
on and
no, good point you make, Saar. Maybe we were already a little bit too spoiled with the Laboral Kucha team this season, so we should not forget that there's still just a Pro Conti team, not on the budget level of the World Tour. So maybe this is the Grand Tour too much. They focused on the Spanish block with Ostolaza. They did super well. And
Mm,
maybe they're like, well, let's take a break for the Giro. Maybe. I mean,
yeah.
no disrespect to the other riders, of course, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's not as spectacular as we had in Spain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, and rightfully so. I mean,
But I guess
it's
the Spanish races are the most important for their sponsors as well. So
given. Yeah, I guess Itzulia is pretty important for
yeah.
this team. If you have to choose between Itzulia and the Giro, even though it's a Grand Tour, I mean,
Yeah.
it's an easy choice for Laboral, I think.
Exactly. Um. So for little track, Kristof, it
Yeah, it
needs
has
to
to happen.
be the time for Niamh Fisher-Black, your hot take of the year. Like, I'm not even gonna. My hot take isn't even possible anymore. But like, I mean, still, this needs to be the Grand Tour where she takes it home. How confident are we on a scale from 1 to 10?
10, of course. I have to. This is make or break for my prediction because let's be honest, Niamh Fisher-Black is probably not gonna win the Tour de France Femme.
Yeah.
Maybe I will regret this in 3 months saying so, but
Now that you've
you never
said
know.
so, she's like gonna drop everyone on 1 2 and take
Yeah,
minutes there. But
well, if she wins the Tour de France Femme, I will brag for the rest of the year in this podcast about my
true.
knowledge. So, but anyway, the odds are not so
Mm.
big, I think.
I'm
So
actually
yeah,
more expect. I think Isabella Holmgren will end up higher than me Fisher Black in the Ardennes. She was doing very well, and last year's Giro she was also doing super well. So I feel like the one to watch for GC in Little Trek is gonna be Holmgren. I guess Fisher Black will not be like super far behind her. But mostly, as we've seen, it's about those two positions. They differ so far. So maybe I feel like first mountain stage they just need to see who does well and then make the right choice because I feel that's something that has been lacking so far. Um, so I guess if they make the right choice, they could end up definitely with a top five. I'm quite yeah, I do see it happening. But I feel like
top 5 is not
make it
enough here.
serious. Yeah, of course they can go for the yeah, no, but
Nah,
I see
nah.
a top five happening. Or nah. Top five. I see a top
Mm.
five happening. But they do need to make a choice there. I think. Not on the first
I don't
mountain
know.
stage, but
I
for Finestrans and stuff like that. Maybe.
I can be
Or
naive, but the Ardennes block of Fisher Black was not all too bad. She had
yeah,
a
but
full month in between. I don't know. I have to. I have to believe.
yeah.
I have to stand with my choice.
Yeah, we'll see. This is like already like a battle of the podcast, like which little track rider ends up higher. I'm going for Holmgren and you can go for Fisher Black and we'll see at the end of
We
the
should make a
Giro.
we should make a poll on our socials. Let the people decide.
Yeah. Okay. They also bring their sprinter, which is Elisa Balsamo, and Norsgaard will probably be the one to lead out. Lucinda Brand's always good. Wherever you put her, she'll always perform. Then Flirmoos as well. Super exciting.
Mm,
Mainly put Flirmoos in a race. It's watch her. She's like gonna be up there and so on. So yeah,
yeah,
nice to
cool.
watch.
But no pressure. Let's not
No,
mention her too much. Let's just see
no,
what she can
let's
do.
do it
The
like we
kiddo.
do with Anna. Like, definitely do watch out for her, but not
Yeah.
too much. Like, no, she's there, but you don't
Yeah.
expect anything. But no. Yeah, will be exciting what she can do there. And Amanda Spratt as well. Same story as Lucinda Brandt. She's still there, still performing, still a certainty of who will do well there. So Little Trek has a very good team. I feel like if Fisher Black and Holmgren are as good as we expect them to be, I think they could also do some very nice things there, and they could, yeah, exciting for Little Trek in the Giro.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go over to Liv Alula, which has a confirmed roster. And they have
Yeah.
2 She Rides riders in their teams, so you know it's gonna be a good one. Their leader is Trinka Colonel, but what about Caroline Andersen and Nadia Gontova, who have been on fire as well in Spain? We saw Caroline Andersen doing quite some attacks, some nice results as well, and Nadia Gontova getting ninth in the Queen stage in Burgos, which is an awesome performance as she's also coming back from iliac archery. So I guess our dance weren't like according to plan, but she also got in like earlier in the year already like put in a race, and it all came a bit too early. But you see, like when you have the patience, it'll come, and I think that's definitely something she can be very proud of. We also have Silke Smulders, who also she was in a break in Burgos as well. They got called back. Who was in there as well? Yeah, yeah. She was in a break that got called back in Burgos. Like my brain is not very much braining. But she definitely was in there somewhere because I had her in my fantasy team and I was like, okay, come on. This is actually like perfect. And then she got called back and I was like, oh. They also have Georgia Baker for the sprints, Quintiton, Attila Vitinho. So yeah, can do some nice things, I guess. Both like GC with Trenka Colonel as like stages with like the more yeah, they are not the ones who are gonna top 10 in this Giro. So I guess like they could definitely go for a break and they will get some space there, I feel like. And they can do some very solid results. They are not gonna be the top
Mhm.
results, everyone apart from Colonel, but they can do some nice things there. So yeah, nice. Another confirmed roster is Movistar.
Nice,
And
nice.
again, if she rides gas.
Yeah.
So that's also great. Cat Ferguson is racing.
Yeah.
So we should probably actually start manifesting Cat Ferguson in the pink jersey. I'm not sure yet how we're gonna handle that with Lorena Wiebes, but like maybe Phoenix does have like a very big lead out train. So maybe they just run out of space because of the Phoenix train that's so big. So maybe that's where we need to try and find it. But like Cat is super exciting to watch in this Giro, I guess. They also brought quite a strong contender for the general classification with Marlon Reusser. We don't know how she's been recovering from her crash, but if Marlon Reusser is in top shape, she'll definitely be up there and do scary things because she's so good.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd,
So
I
hopefully
I
that
have no
happens.
I have no inside info whatsoever, Saar, but we should confirm if Marlon Reusser is at the start, she's at her best. She's not coming to practice or to train or something.
Yeah, no.
That's
Um,
not Marlon's style. So yeah, I made that mistake once this year already with Marlon. I'm not gonna make that mistake twice. So if she
yeah,
shows up, she's good enough.
yeah,
She
for
will
sure.
be there.
Yeah. I'm also curious to see, we'll talk about that later, like how she will do in the climbing TT, because you have Marlon Reusser, time trial, now quite a good climber as well, so very curious. They in support they
Hmm.
have Barale, Bianic, Meyer, and Sierra. So again,
Not
good
bad.
team. Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad at all. For Saint Michel, yeah, it's a pro team, so they don't really have like someone who's easily gonna take a stage, I feel. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Top
it's a
10
little bit a
results, top
Laboral
5
story as
results,
well.
maybe, yeah, are
Mm.
a possibility. But yeah, won't be easy.
No.
Over to picnic or
Yeah, you have Team Mendelspec, but there's not a lot to say about Team Mendelspec. It's an Italian conti, XP point for the girls.
Mhm.
Hopefully for the team sponsor, some nice publicity and a breakaway. But yeah, it's racing in Italy, so you need to be there in the finale because otherwise you won't be on TV.
Mhm.
So yeah, fingers crossed for them for some publicity, some early breakaway attempts,
Yeah.
but nothing more than that.
Yeah, for
And then over
pic
to picnic, like you said.
yeah. Yeah, for picnic they have Barbieri for the sprint, I guess. yeah, which is realistically probably not gonna take it ahead of Wiebes or Cole or Ferguson, but you never know what happens in the sprint. I'll just give the names: Robin Clay, Outrelle Keersmaker. Pfeiffer Georgie. That's always one. If she's in a good shape, always nice to see which results she can get to. Feeling Mara Roldan. She was good in. She was in a break in. I guess it was Navarra. Um, she was in there. She's also getting back after her concussion, so hopefully Giro goes well for her. And then Becky Story. Um, yeah.
Yep, yep. Yeah, not a lot to say about the picnic
Uh-huh.
so far. Maybe they shift something with the roster, I don't know, but yeah, don't know. Maybe five for Georgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, always up for something,
Yeah. Exactly.
but
Well,
yeah, it doesn't excite me all too much. Let's to be honest.
Well, for Team as the Words Pro Time, we saw I feel like Reba's biggest contender did bring a whole sprinting train with them. They didn't exactly do that at As the Works or what it's looking like so far, but she still has Cecchini, Gerritsen, and Guarici as proper sprint train people, but we saw Van der Breggen can in the Vuelta. It was a bit heavier then, but I feel like Van der Breggen, if it's needed, she will also be able to pace a bit and try to get their team in the front. But then they have Harvey and Heberlin as well. So yeah, they can do many things. They can take at least 3 stages with Wiebes if everything goes right. They can have a nice result with Van der Breggen in GC. And yeah, every individual at SD Works is quite good. So the other riders in there could just also take a stage as well. Who knows? So yeah, lots of possibilities there. Definitely one to which will be seen in the front part of the peloton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then Visma, at the moment Marianne Vos not on the start line. After the Vuelta there were some maybe Marianne Vos is on the start line. For the moment she's not. So it depends a lot if Marianne Vos comes into this lineup or not. Otherwise they have, I guess, Nienke Veno for the sprint. She's a good sprinter, but same story as basically everyone that's not Marina Wiebes will be hard. Then for the when it goes uphill, they do have Bunel, Quadonova, they have De Vries. They are also bringing Hengeveld, Reinhardt. MVG has also been doing some nice sprint results lately, so they have for the moment 2 faster women definitely in there. But yeah, it all changes if Marianne Vos becomes one of the fast riders in the team. It's gonna change a lot in terms of sprint results. But yeah, who knows?
hmm But this current lineup from Visma, Saar excites me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have Marion Bunel, who's like a number one now in a Grand Tour. Like obviously
Yeah.
she doesn't have to win. We cannot expect that at her age. But I mean, by now she's the clear number one in a Grand Tour, and then she showed a lot in the Spanish
Yeah.
block.
You almost
You have
forget it.
Margot Vigier, who will have an opportunity.
Benal did very, very well in the Vuelta, but still when you read her name, you're like, ah, yeah, nice to watch. And then you're right. Oh, wait, right.
Yeah,
She did that. So yeah, for sure.
yeah. Same with Vigier, who had a good Burgos. I mean, of course, she will not play a main role in the sprints, but she's free. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
we all always want Marianne Vos to be at the start line, such a legend. But if she's not, this is an exciting lineup for Visma Leasebike with Gladonova as well, who can just go her own chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. And we didn't get a lot of excitement out of the Visma Leasebike team so far this season, so that's a nice to see
And watch out
for the
Femke
Giro.
de Vries as well. I think there was one Grand Tour she would get her own chance, and I guess it's gonna be this one. Um,
Mm, yeah.
so I feel like when Femke de Vries is gonna get her own chance. Not sure if it's still the same with the rise of Bunel. But I feel like if she really gets her own chance and she has been preparing to be the main leader for GC or one of the leaders, I feel like she could end up surprisingly high as well. Feel like that's a dangerous one to be like, ah yeah, Femke de Vries, sure. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, they have options. They can play. If Bunel, for one or other reason, like doesn't come through or has an off day, you still have Gladonova, De Vries. I mean, yep, it's exciting roster with the youngsters. It's probably gonna be a background fight. Not with the biggest stars, but yeah, cool to see the youngsters get their own opportunities.
yep,
Next team is another Conti one. It's Top Girls Fassa Bortolo. If I'm not mistaken, I saw Sarah Lucon in
yeah.
some stage races, being
UE
very
tour.
active.
I guess it was UE tour.
Yeah, that was it. It was a World Tour one because I was like, ah, shit, and they perform well as a competitor for the high tech products team. So yeah, and she was like every day in the breakaway or something. So
Yeah,
yeah, she
exactly.
she she had a nice World Tour stage race, and now it's on home soil in Italy. So she should be active as well, which is
Yeah.
nice for the Top Girls Fassa Bortolo team because they can use their exposure because
Mhm.
it's not 100% sure that they will continue next season to ride,
Yeah.
and it's quite an iconic Conti team in the peloton, I think. So it would be
Mhm.
a shame that they got lost. So hopefully they have a good Giro. Hopefully they attract some sponsors with that, and they can keep continuing for next season.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we don't want another top Conti team. Well, top Conti team. I mean, a good development Conti
Yeah.
team like Top Girls Fossa Bortolo to disappear, of course. So a lot of attention for the Conti team.
Well,
The next one is for sure not a Conti team.
yeah. No, it's one of those things where like they could literally line up like their worst between brackets possible lineup, and you still be like, oh damn, this is like one of the strongest lineups of this whole race.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't. They definitely didn't do that because they're bringing Longo Borghini, Amia Lusic, Garcia, Gasparini, Gillespie, Magnoli, and Persico. I feel like we have like two like more domestic where you could be like, oh sure, they are gonna take the domestic role on them, and then all the others are like, oh, you will probably have to in the end, but I mean, then these girls are quite strong as well to just go for their own result. So super strong team. Of course, it's Giro Women, and then you have Longo Borghini, who is always super motivated, super strong, has won it before, of course. And
Yeah.
now that she didn't have the spring she wanted to, I feel like there will even be more motivation. And as we've heard, if something doesn't really go right with Longoborghini, I feel like on that frustration of a particular race, she can like go a long way. So I feel like the spring will help. Hopefully, like all health wise, everything got sorted early on. She was training a lot, so hopefully that didn't sabotage her anymore. And then we'll definitely see her like go full gas and be close to that victory, overall victory. Um, Gillespie in the sprints, also exciting to see. I think we said it in the beginning of the season. I feel like the one that gets the closest is Gillespie. So it will be nice to see if she can like make it through again this Giro and get somewhat near to Wiebes or beat her. Also fine by me. Then Maui Garcia
If sure, I'm in for that too.
didn't have the best Vuelta to crash and all of that. So maybe Giro. I guess in the shadow of Longoborghini, but still. Gasparini, if she can go in a stage for her own chances. We've seen her in most of the spring classics in the front. So if we have a stage that's a bit heavier than just a normal sprint stage, why not? And then yeah, Persico, we know she's good when she needs to ride for her own, and we also know she can go 300% when it's for Longoborghini. So either way, you will have a good rider with her on your roster. So yeah, they are gonna be one of the best teams again this Giro. I don't think you need to be weird about it. It's just gonna be the case.
Nah, Longo is probably out for revenge too. After yeah, after the not as expected spring that she has, I think. And
Yeah,
it's in Italy, it's Longo, it's yeah, it's an icon. So I really want her to do well because I haven't forgotten our episode with Longo
yeah,
Borghini. She's super nice. So
exactly.
go go go, Elisa.
Yeah.
But for
Then
the
we
rest,
also
let's not jinx it.
no, 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 no. I'm like thinking of the prediction I'm gonna do for GC, and then I'm like, I'm not jinxing. What?
No.
Then we have X, another she rides gas Sigrid Hogshead. Yeah, she's good. She climbs well. Top 20, definitely within her possibilities. Top 15,
Hmm.
I guess so. Should be possible as well. For the sprint, they also have Susanne Andersen in the team as well. Beek has Edzet, Ottestad also one to look at. Vigilia and Zanetti. Um, I guess they're going to sprint again with Andersen, which they mainly do uh, this season. But Zanetti's still
Yeah.
quite fast as
Yeah, I don't
well.
know where Zanetti is this season. Like,
Yeah.
but also an interesting team, like you said, Saar. We have Sigrid Haugset, of course, with a little bit of bias from this podcast, but she's having a great season. Yeah, a little bit of bias, but nevertheless, she has a great season in her first year in a World Tour team. So she made a
Mm-hmm.
good transition. Um, you have Susanne Andersen, always exciting. Me Ottestad, you never know what crazy stuff she has up her sleeve when it goes up. So yeah, nice, nice, nice. I mean, maybe not big favorites with anything, but they can color
Yeah.
this Giro.
Last
And
one?
the last team is yeah, another Conti team, Vini Fantini Bpink team. You have Andrea Casagrande, no, not Casagrande,
Kazakhstan.
Casagranda, who should be good for a breakaway. But let's
Lots
not
of,
forget
but
the
also
young.
in the
Hmm?
in the Vuelta in the first few stages, like consistently within that top 15. So also they're
Hmm.
good for the UCI points.
And if you're really into women's cycling, keep an eye out for Gaia Segato. She was fourth in the youth classification in Vuelta,
Uh-huh.
top 30 in the GC. I mean, of course, we are now asking a lot from our listeners and viewers, Sarah, I know, but if you're really deep into women's
Yeah.
cycling,
But
keep an eye out for this youngster.
But in general, they do have some like recognizable names. If you do watch
Yeah.
like full coverage of like races like Vuelta or other races, you will same for the Grassi, Jens Kuskova, and others. They have definitely
Mm,
been up there on your TV screen. So
yeah.
uh, I guess it's time to go over the stages quickly, and I feel like every stage we just drop a name, but it can be the same one. So no 3 times Lorena Wiebes. That would be a little bit too boring. Um
Okay. Well, were you gonna mention Wiebes in one stage? Okay.
yeah, hot take, right? um okay, yeah. Are you fine to tell us a bit about the stage?
Sure. So we have the Grande Partenza in Cesenatico with a stage, not a time trial, not a team time trial. Not a lot to say from Cesenatico to Ravenna. Flat, just flat.
Uh-huh.
So sprint finish. So I will use already Charlotte Cole for this one to drop a name because I want to see somebody else in pink than Lorena Wiebes, but I
Uh-huh.
expect it to be Wiebes. But come on, I'm gonna do some wishful thinking.
No TUM points in the stage?
Oh, are there? Let me see quickly,
I
quickly,
don't think
quickly.
so.
No, there's really not even a not even a
Oh, that's
com.
sad. I
No,
feel
it's
like just like put it like in the middle of the stage, like on a bridge or something, but just to like have someone in that jersey. Yeah.
no, it's just flat, and in the middle of the stage they drop the sprint, basically. There's nothing more to say about this one.
I feel like I'm just gonna go with Wiebes because if it's a sprint and like everything's on the line and she's been working for it like towards it for a long time, I just feel like Wiebes is yeah, no, it's gonna be unavoidable. I feel like yeah, Wiebes.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Second stage is the same thing. There you got your halfway com point, Saar, with a fourth category climb, somewhere around kilometer 57. So second stage from Roncare to Caorle. I think Caorle is some place they do in Tirreno Adriatico with the men. I think it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But anyway, like that fourth category climb is
Yeah.
somewhere halfway. It's 146 kilometers. The rest is just flat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use Wiebes for this one.
I'm gonna go
And
for another sprinter, and I'm gonna say Gillespie.
okay, cool. Yeah, cool choice. Yeah. Let's see. Third stage from Bibione to Buia. I think if I pronounce this one correctly. 156 kilometers. This is a little bit more hilly. The finish line is not all too well. It's not a hill. Let's not exaggerate this stage either. But it's not pan flat as it is in the first
No,
stages. So
final
it's
500
more.
meters, approx 5%. So that's not
Yeah. So, but I mean, this is still Wiebes territory, but she just shakes off some opponents, I guess. That's the only thing that's gonna happen. So,
yeah.
but I'm gonna go for Susanne Andersen in this one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Mm.
I feel like Wiebes is gonna do a lead out for Femke Gerritsen. I feel like Femke Gerritsen can also do like a sprint like this, like kind of fits her, and like yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? Why not? That's nice. That's nice. But we are entering more interesting territory, I
Yeah,
think, because after stage 3,
looking
we have the
forwards.
long-awaited climbing time trial from Belluno to Nivigal. Only 12.7 kilometers, so you would say like an easy day in the office, but it's not because the real climbing starts around 5 kilometers, I think, and then you have a section that doesn't go below 10%. So if you see double digits on your Garmin or Wahoo, you know what time it is. It's usually Sufferfest. It flats out a little bit after that to 6.4 for 2 kilometers, and then the last kilometer and a half is well 4%, 2%. I mean, but yeah, I mean, not for the true time trial specialists, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, unless you call Marlon Royster, of course. But yeah, well, she's more than just a time trial specialist.
Is it
So
gonna
given
be
the combo,
road bike from the start?
yeah, you should be. It's 12.7 kilometers. So the time you lose with changing bikes is too much.
Yeah, I just got
Then
flashbacks to like Geraint Thomas in Giro with that climbing time trial.
yeah. They did, and there's a lot of studies. But you really need a crew that is like almost drilled like Formula One pit stops to do this right.
Yeah.
Um, Nothing can go wrong because the seconds you lose by switching your bikes and then re-accelerating again on 12.7 kilometers. I mean, nah. Wow, but you will see like teams that will do this, but I would not recommend because especially you just start downhill the first 2 kilometers, but then it already goes like slightly uphill. I mean, okay, it's not a lot, but uh, don't do this and don't change bikes.
Who are you
No.
thinking of?
Oh, I go for Reusser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty
Well,
boring in my predictions, but
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I already announced pre-episodes to Kristof. Like, I'm missing the Lotto bias. I'm gonna like need to find someone else to project my bias on. So it will come back when we go to GC, but I'm gonna say the best climber of the race is gonna win a climbing TT. And in my prediction, the best climber of the race is gonna be Sarah Gigante. So Sarah is gonna take this one. It's like a slide downhill and then it just goes up. I mean, like they don't make it like. And okay, we could like start just at the foot. That would be probably even better. But I feel like if she wants to win a time trial, it's got to be this one because let's be fair, we
Mm.
barely have time trials in women's cycling, and talk about the climbing time trials. So yeah,
It's
bias.
exciting to say the least. I mean, yeah. That's
Oh, now I
that's
already took her name and I can't use it anymore. I was gonna
oh
use
yeah. I,
Pilastra
s-
actually.
I still have Sarah up my sleeve.
Yeah, okay. That was not very good. Yeah. Anyways, I'll go with the flow.
Miss
Side note, I'm manifesting for months when the parkour came out that Sarah was gonna take it on Finastre. Um, but let's say I'm not saying that because I'm not jinxing it. Yeah.
hmm Well, good. Interesting. Next stage is you might think like after this episode of 12.7 kilometers climbing time trial, we would take it easy, but that's not the case. We go from Longarone to Santo Stefano di Cadore, 146 kilometers. Again, a long stage. Stages are pretty long for women cycling, which is a
Uh-huh.
nice thing to see. Um, Difficult one to predict. This one. It has two first category climbs, but they are like in the first two-thirds of the race. Then you have some two third category climbs and a downhill to the finish. So I'm not expecting big GC action here. I'm expecting a breakaway for this one.
Oh, nice.
It has like Justine Hekiri territory all
Yeah, I was
written
also
over
thinking
this one.
corridor. You can go with Justine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Justine because
Yeah.
she will take she will want to take the com jersey, a lot of points to grab. Easy
Yeah.
launching platform in the beginning of the stage. Yeah, I'm expecting Justine
Yeah.
maybe. If
Okay.
she's allowed from the team, of course.
Yeah.
Depends a bit what the team orders are, but I'm just going for it.
Yeah, nice. Let me think. Well, then I'm gonna say Secret Hogshead from the break. Yeah. Also taking some
Uh,
minutes for like before the
she's
weekend.
gonna win or be second.
No, she's
Oh,
gonna win.
sorry, Sigrid. That's
I
not
hope
nice.
she doesn't hear it. Like, you're the high tech wise guy, right? I'm like,
I know. Bah, she will laugh it off. That's okay.
no, she's gonna be the strongest, and she's gonna drop them all, and then she's gonna do a long solo and take like 5 minutes on the GC riders, and then that's gonna be very helpful later on. Perfection.
I hope so. I hope so. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, good pick, Sar.
Print.
Now my stage profiles are doing a little bit different. Yes, next sixth stage. From Ala to Brescello, 159 kilometers. I mean, yeah, this one is easy. This is pan flat. Not even a com in the parkour for this one. Um, I'm gonna go with Ali Wollaston for this.
Nice.
Probably two. Yeah.
Already at so that's I'm not gonna just say no. I'm gonna be so like overly biased. Or no, let's go for a late attack because this might be just the one too much. Late attack by Caroline Anderson. Yeah, it's not gonna be sprint. I was like, no, I'm not gonna pick a guy from the sprint again. It's gonna jinx it, and then I do a late attack from another she writes. Or like a me
Okay.
Autostad or
Cool.
something like just a late attack or something. Is,
No, no,
is
no,
it
no, 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 no.
obvious?
Safe,
Yeah.
safe.
I stay with Caroline. I'm confident. But is
Yeah.
it obvious I'm
No,
trying to
the what I
avoid
wanted.
sprints?
It's pretty obvious. Yeah. But let's take us then quickly to stage 7 because
Yeah.
you should have saved Miotestad, Saar,
Okay.
for
You
stage
can.
7. From Sorbole Mezzani to Salice Terme. Again, 159 kilometers. Pan flat until kilometer 106. And then it goes like slightly uphill and with a third category climb with the top at kilometer 132. So perfect opportunity for a breakaway, I think, because it
I'm gonna
looks hard enough.
go with Gasparini.
Ooh, that's like hot taking.
Yeah, I feel like she could either do it from a reduced
Cool.
bunch or from the break. Yeah. She's like fast enough. She's
Mhm.
not like Lotte Kopecky fast. That's something we've seen in the classics. but she's fast enough to be able to. Yeah, Gasparini. I didn't predict an
Hmm.
Italian on home soil, so about time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, still two options left in the weekend. Because for stage 8,
Who
we
did?
go from
You went
Rivoli
with
to
Ottenstad
Sestriere.
for 7.
Ah, yeah, I have me Autostad. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I should have confirmed that, Saar. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So for the Saturday stage with the grand finale weekend, and this is probably where it needs to happen for the GC riders, because Sunday is a little bit more easier than Saturday.
Yeah.
It's only 105 kilometers, but we have the Finestre in it, and mountain summit on Sestriere. So yeah, this is where we need the magic to happen, Saar. Like, mm, I don't know. I don't want to say Vollering. Let's spice it up because my sprint stages were already pretty boring in predictions. My time trial was pretty boring in prediction. Um, no, but I should have said I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Niamh Fisher-Black. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, and I've manifested for long, it's gonna be Sarah, but yeah, apparently I just ruined the
Wasted it.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna go with Marlon right here then.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, nice pick. Nice pick. But whoever wins, it's gonna be nice and epic
Yeah.
this stage. So super nice. Last stage, then on Sunday we come to the conclusion of this Giro. What is it? Giro Women officially. Saluzzo. Um, well, you should have won GC by now because I think this is like an option for a breakaway, late breakaway maybe. You have a first categorized climb, but that's already after kilometer 55.
Yeah, I just disappeared.
Uh, yeah, you were freezing, so I just continued.
Okay. Well, who's your pick
But
then?
I think the GC should be already
Yeah.
final by then because for the GC riders, this is not gonna offer a lot of opportunities anymore, I think. So with the GC already decided, I go for Persico
Yeah.
in this final stage.
Okay. I'm gonna go for Lamborghini. I feel like in the Giro, you just cannot go without predicting Elisa. So
Yeah, you
I want.
should not jinx Elisa's GC. Come on,
I
don't
didn't
do this.
mention in the GC, right? Just like a stage.
Okay.
Can handle not winning
Okay.
it. So that can be.
Okay.
But no, I prefer manifesting actually. I decide that I'm not a jinxer, but definitely a manifester. So there you go.
Okay. We'll see.
Let's do like the build up and let's just like start with who's gonna win the mountains jersey.
Justine Kieren.
Oh, but it's
Come on.
it's nice.
Oh no.
It's also an
No.
obvious one. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's not. No, I'm gonna go for Sara Gigante. I didn't pick her for stage wins. I'm not picking her for GC wins, so I'm gonna pick her for the comp jersey.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna the odds are big that someone of AG is gonna take it, but I'm not now. Let's go for Niedermayer.
Oh, nice pick.
Warner.
Yeah.
White jersey.
Bunel.
Yeah, I was also yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also just gonna say Bunau. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be difficult about it. Let's just do Bunau.
Let's be reasonable.
Yeah.
Bunel.
Green jersey.
Green is sprint, right?
Yeah, I know. In Giro, it's not sprint.
Chiclamino,
But
is it? The
yeah,
purple one.
green jersey.
Yeah.
It's just feels too familiar that sprint is green, but of course it's not. Purple jersey, is it? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Chiclamino if you want to
Yeah.
sound like distinguished.
Yeah, but I also don't say maillot vert in during the tour, so
But they call it Maglia Chiclamino in the
yeah,
Giro.
I know.
Yeah. Like, come on, give your pick.
Yeah, can I just say Wiebes?
Ugh. Boring.
You can't say I have been
That's
boring today. Come on.
that's your most uninspiring pick for a while, Saar. I go for Wollaston.
Okay, nice. And then what do we have left? Ah, GC. That's what we
GC.
have left. Okay. Do we do top three, or do you rather do 1, 5, and 10? You can choose.
Mm. Mm. Let's do 1, 5, and 10.
Okay.
What we used to. That makes it more difficult, but so I'm gonna regret this. But I'm gonna double up with my preseason hot take. So I will stand by Niamh Fisher-Black. So I just hope she will get announced to the squad because otherwise this is a completely random podcast episode from my side. Another one, by the way. On 5, I go for Sarah Gigante, and on 10, I go for Marion Bunel.
Yeah. No. Not gonna happen. All wrong. On 1, I'm going with Sarah Gigante. On 5, Femke de Vries. And on 10...
So if you want to know what's not gonna happen, listen to Saar's picks.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, yeah. The good thing about this Giro, I do think we have like a competitivity award because we didn't have it at the Vuelta. So hopefully
No, we do.
at the Giro you always have it, like the QR code that appears, and then you can vote for who you think
Yeah.
who deserves it.
Correct.
I also think you have a super competitivity award, so also nice.
You expect us to predict now? No, I don't
No,
think so.
it's
No,
okay.
okay, thank you. Because I was like,
You
what are
can.
you? I was like, what are you up to with this? Like with this little intro for the Super Combativity Awards. I was like,
Yeah, no, I just like want to say it again because I think it's criminal to have a Grand Tour without a competitivity award. I actually think like every race should have one. Like it should be a standard. It doesn't.
depends how you
Yeah, but it doesn't like.
depends how you award it. I mean, if you're in France and then
Yeah,
you're a
but not
French rider
that
in the
way.
breakaway,
I,
you
I
win
mean, like
it.
not that way. But I feel like if in the Ciel Press someone tries to do a late attack, like I mean, they should get an award for just trying it. And it doesn't have to be like much money wise, but just like I like it. I think that's clear. Sometimes
Good,
all these things.
good. We need it in Hippie Schalabella,
Yeah,
for
but this
sure.
it was quite attractive. There were attacks. They didn't like the motivation to attack, you know.
But yeah, it is an attractive race. It's a big spring classic. Hippie Schalabella.
Come on, it was a nice day. And we got like a surprising winner in a sprint, which is something you should be excited about.
True, 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 true.
Okay, thanks for that. Well, let's just also go over to like the final races we've had the last few days. Let's start with the biggest one, Burgos. In Burgos, we had 2 first stages, which ended up in a sprint, which were won by surprise, surprise, Lorena Wiebes. Yeah, that was it for those 2 stages, I guess. Then the third stage, another She Rides win by the one and only Misha Bredewold, who's been doing super, super well. We had Benito who jumped away and then Bredewold bridged to Benito. And that where was the day that Silke Smulders was on the break because she was together with Misha and so on. But Misha made the jump on her own to Benito. They did a duo time trial and then Misha beat Benito on the line. But nice try from Benito as well there. And Wiebes became third there. Quite an exciting stage. And another top 10 again for Caroline Anderson as well. Final stage was a bit a question mark because, as we said beforehand, a lot of good sprinters here. And then the GC is like second line. We also lost Flodarczyk due to a crash, which was also someone who we lost in the race. And then everyone was basically expecting Muzik to take it, But no, there was Yara Kastelijn who can climb a mountain as well as we've seen in the past. So she took it before Muziek and again Ostolaza. Benito, another awesome result as well, getting fourth on that climb. And what to say about Misha Bredewold, who we weren't aware of she was this much of a climber, but hey, here we go. Great performance by Misha. Then it was 6 for Skiban, 7 for Spread, 8 Van Anrooy, 9 Alice Towers, who's been doing some great racing lately as well. Kerbal on 10, and then Nadia Gontova was 11 there. And then in the GC, Kaslen took it with 20 seconds on Muziek, and then again Ostolaza, Benito, Bredewold, Van Anrooy, Spread, Gontova on 9, and then Oudeman on 10. So Burgos, yeah, nice. The sprint stages weren't super entertaining because there wasn't
Ah,
much wind, which mostly is the case when you think, oh, Burgos echelons. Wasn't really the case. But all in all, nice race.
yep, done with the Spanish block. It's already gone.
Yeah, exactly. Then we can go over
Yes.
to Veenendaal. Veenendaal, we had some point ones in the Netherlands and in Belgium. It was won by Charlotte Kool, but we had an attack by Helena Bieber from Jordana, who had quite a big gap for a long time. I guess she got back like with less than 5K to go, so that was a good effort as well. And they kept on going because Dina Scavone took home a very nice fourth place for the team, which you know it already when I see like a Conti or even a club team in this case in a point one like get a result like that. I'm like, oh my god, yes! And it's
Mm,
also
yeah.
in a super strong field because it was Kool on 1, Schweinberger, Katrien from Human. On 2, Nienke Veenhoven 3, then Scavone 4, Uneken 5. I feel like Scavone, like on the more national level, she's like quite known for the good sprint she has, but to come here
She
and to also find their place
she's a
between all
very well
those
known on the
teams.
Belgian local scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
a
but I imagine if you're like listening from Britain or from like the
yeah.
US, you're like, who is she? But like right here, she's quite known. But still crazy that also the team just managed to get there and get that yeah, very well done by them. They really took their chances at that at Veenendaal there. Now we had Wonneke Uneke on 5, Alzini 6, Lach 7, Soeren on 8, and then Schmitz for O'Shea, always gotta mention it, on 9, and Clara Lundmark, super solid as well, on 10. Just to also mention it, Aaron Boothman on 11, and just to prove what Kristof was saying, like, keep an eye on Casagranda, she ended up 12th here as well, so look at that. Golden tip once again. Then we had the Antwerp Epic. Gotta admit, wasn't able to watch, but just before we get into this and why I'm gonna explain you, this was the total SD Works Pro Time show. The like the ambassador or like the partially organizer of the race is actually Sonnekant, who is coaching their cyclocross riders, but is also spending quite a lot of time as in the road car from SD Works. So she was organizing. She wasn't in a double role, but she's still connected to SD Works. And when you're like part of a race and then your team comes to the race and your team wins the race and happens to get second and also third, I think you could say it was a good day for that camp. So yeah, Femke Marcus, nice for her because a lot of the time she's working for the others, but she was showing great form from Vuelta on. So nice that she like got her chance and pulled it off with 1 minute and 23 seconds. She won before Lach and Gerritsen. It was Borghese who finished fourth, Williams, Botnar van Einde, who's also finally back. Also great to see. Um, so yeah, that was Sport Epic. Always a nice race to watch. Didn't get to watch it, sadly. It was on with a live stream, so I don't even think you can watch it back. But yeah, nice racing. And then today, for us, we also had Mazda Schelkes, which is a flat, without many obstacles race. So yeah, when you know Charlotte de Gaulle was at the start, yeah, Charlotte de Gaulle actually also won. We did see some like nasty crashes in the middle and also on the end, which is a bit less good. But Maggie Cole's listener got second, so that's very, very nice to see, of course. Milène de Zoete on 3, so that's a 1-3 for Phoenix. Then Miller got fourth. Then Catherine Schwein, Marie de Klerk, Lopez, Van Hoven, Pas again, great top 10 result, and Michael Bogart. So yeah. Yeah, not much more to say about that. Yeah, actually not more to say about that. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was it for these few nice races. What I can say is Helena Bieber tried another attack and she again got a gap. She also got caught back again, but she did it again. So that's great exposure, I would say.
Good. Well done.
And then, well, now we have like a bit of a gap between racing, and then it's waiting for the Giro, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna be here soon. It's not a huge gap, Saar. Not a
Yeah,
huge
it
gap.
feels.
Saar, just shout out and a big congratulations to Paulina Royakkers.
Yep.
Stepping away from cycling, I guess, for the rest of the season, and maybe a little bit more, because she's expecting the birth of her first child. She's
Yep.
pregnant. So congratulations to Paulina Royakkers. And I
Exactly.
don't know if you have any more or any else news that you want to talk about. Ranting, no, easy week in that regard.
No.
Good.
Non-cycling related rants I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Well, you should start your own podcast for that then. For your other non-cycling related rants.
Well, I think we can wrap it up here. We'll see you back during or after Giro. We'll see. But will be a very nice 9 days of racing. Also good that we're having 9 days. It's also nice. So that's a wrap for episode 76 of She Rides. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed your rides.
Absolutely. Women's cycling is packed with action, and we're here to bring you every twist and turn.
Be sure to subscribe on Spotify, Amazon Music, or YouTube so you don't miss upcoming episodes. And if you like today's show, a rating or comment really helps to reach more listeners.
And follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram for behind-the-scenes updates and more.
And don't hesitate to share your questions or topics you'd like us to cover.
Stay tuned for more exciting guests. Tag She Rides podcast on Blue Sky, and She Rides is powered by Kariam Endurance Coaching.
Thanks for listening to She Rides, where women's cycling takes the lead. Keep watching the fun, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.